it has been a joy to be off season. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy the off season, being able to eat anything and everything that I want to eat. Because I don't have to be on a strict diet. I don't gain weight as fast as many people. I hold stage weight naturally throughout the year, which my coach says is a gift from God. Um, so I just try to maintain, I don't eat too crazy. I have a stepdad that makes amazing food, and he loves to cook. So a lot of times I'll get my meals from him. I try not to eat out as much, and eat a lot of whole food. So it's not as bad as off season as many people would think. I'm not going to McDonald's or Burger King and all that type of thing all the time. I'm eating whole foods, potatoes, chicken, spaghetti, steak, um, seafood even. Um, so I think the most important information is
Yeah, where the food go?
not just going
When
crazy.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I forgot what I was about to say. It's the sound throwing me off and stuff like that. Um, yeah. So like you compete like NPC?
I do compete in NPC. Yeah, I
Oh,
still
okay.
compete in. Yeah, I still compete in NPC.
Oh,
Just taking the year off though. I do eventually want to go pro. Um, but I think about how far can you really get in this sport. Um, how far can this sport really take you and take your career? I know once you become a pro, a lot of pros are on drugs. You know what I mean? Like on the stuff.
yeah,
I don't think that that's something that I want to do to my body. I definitely want to remain natural. Um, if that means that I wouldn't compete in the IFBB sector, then so be it. I don't feel like I want to tear my body apart um, for the sport. But I do love the competition. I do love the rivalry, and I do love show day. What I don't like about bodybuilding is peak week, um, or let me say 2 weeks out to 1 week out from the show, where your body is just, I mean, going through the hormones like crazy. You can barely drink water. You can only eat what your diet is allowing you to eat. Your mindset is a little foggy, because nobody's going through the same thing that you're going through. Other than that, I actually like the structure of bodybuilding. Um, it's
yeah,
something that will always sit with me, something that will always resonate with me, and something that will keep me active for a really long time. So I commend that, and I love the sport. Not sure how far I want to take it. Um, yeah, it's just something to think about. You know?
yeah. Yeah. That's a tough discipline being bodybuilder. Like, do you have like friends or like family members? Do they understand like your goals as a bodybuilder? And how do
Yeah,
they respond to that?
yeah. When I first started bodybuilding, it was a little crazy. So around the holidays, um, and I would be on prep. My family wouldn't understand why I couldn't have a cheat meal on Thanksgiving Day because I'm on prep. They couldn't understand why I'm eating a salad versus dressing and turkey and ham and mac and cheese. Um, but that's okay because they didn't understand the journey in the beginning. But now, my family really understands that fitness is something that's important to me, especially when it comes to peak week. And they always like make me feel included, like when it comes to my family, they're like, okay, we know you can't eat this, but can you eat this? I still always feel included. Or, when I'm with my friends, I always still feel included. Do I have a lot of friends that are in this sport? No, I do not have a lot of friends in this sport, but we do know that this sport can be a lonely sport because you're on a team by yourself. You're competing against yourself and other people. Um, but as far as um, feel included. If I'm on prep, they know that they can't tease me with good foods and everything like that. So they respect the journey. They've even swapped out, changed a few things here and there. I really influenced my dad to really get in the gym and work out. So he works out
Yeah,
consistently.
that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's I know it's not very easy sport to for the average person to digest a bit. That's good that your your family and your friends understand where you're at. You know, and yeah, you said so you're on your off season and you're not as like stressful as you are like in your peak. You're in your peak week.
Right, right, right.
That
Yeah.
that's
So
what you
like,
yeah,
yeah. So like, my off season is not as stressful at all. I
yeah,
realize comfort food is my comfort, you know. So if I feel myself a little stressed, I give me something that I like to eat, but that's on the healthy side. Like my mom one day introduced me to the sweet potato with ground turkey or ground beef on it. And I'm so in the
yeah,
South, I'm used to eating what my grandma calls candy yams. They're super, super sweet candy yams. I'm, dicing up, putting all the sugar on it. That's what I'm used to. So when my mom introduced me to this recipe with the sweet potato and the steak on top or ground turkey beef on top, I kind of looked at it kind of crazy, but I tried it anyway because it was a healthy option. And when I tell you, I it made it in there for myself. I make some for her, and we just go tit for tat with these, different health recipes. So it's cool that you get to influence people that you love to be on a health journey as well, because it eventually will work out for them once they get older. You know what I mean? They'll already be health conscious. Um,
yeah,
so yeah, the fact that I get to influence my parents, is really opening to me, because they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I have parents. I tell everybody that I have really, really cool parents. I really lucked out with some really, really good supportive parents on everything that I do. My parents always support me. Now, the bad decisions, they don't always support those, but they always support me and love me through anything that I'm doing, whether that's bodybuilding, reporting, eating healthy, or wanting to eat a cheat meal today, or wanting to get outside. They're never like questioning why I want to be healthy, why I want to be active. So a lot of times they'll jump on the bandwagon. So that's really always appreciative. I guess I would say it really just solidifies the support that I have. In this sport, you really got to have a lot of support. Lately, I've had a lot of support with my mom and my dad. But a lot of people will have that support from their significant others, when they're
mm,
out there competing, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm doing this solo. I didn't start solo, but I'm doing it solo now. And what I will say, it is rewarding to do it solo, because it's something that I keep between me and God. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
that's a partner that will never leave my side. So it's different. It has its ups and downs for sure.
You don't have like a boyfriend that supports you or anything like that.
No, I do not. I am single like a last chip in the bottom of the chip bag.
No.
It's
Is it
okay
is
though,
it single?
because
When you say single, is it because you don't want any company, or you just it's too much of a distraction, or is it hard out there for you, or I don't know.
I wouldn't say that it's hard for me. I'm very selective on who I like to enter into my space. You know, um, it, it's someone that has to be like-minded. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And I wouldn't have to say on the exact same fitness journey, but you got to be physically fit. And I don't mean that just your body type, but you got to want to consistently go to the gym. If it's somebody that doesn't consistently want to go to the gym, I'm not going to be super interested. And outside of work, I'm always super focused. I mean, outside of fitness, I'm always super focused on work. Um,
mm,
and things that I do outside of work, like acting outside of work. I play the drums occasionally just to keep up my skill outside of work. I host events outside of work, and I just try to keep myself busy. There's a movie that just came out on Netflix called Ruth and Boaz, and in this season of bodybuilding solo, it's for me, it's a journey with God, like I said, because it's we can't be separated. So I don't ever feel like I'm super lonely. Do I have moments where I feel lonely? Yes, I do. But I have these tattoos that always remind me that I'm not lonely. So I have this tattoo right here, of course, for God, but I have this 1140 tattoo. This 1140 tattoo is a special address.
Forgive me if I can't see you.
Address.
I'm
Yeah.
hearing you,
This,
but I can't see you.
oh, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I just can't see you.
Oh, can you see me? I don't know why. Can you see me now? No, I didn't click anything different.
I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. This,
Yeah. Can you see me now?
nah, I can't see you. I don't know if it's my